Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to English and IELTS Mastery Hub, your friendly place to learn and grow your English skills. I'm Tom.
And I'm Elena. We were your hosts yesterday, and we are so happy to be your hosts again today. We believe that learning English was fun yesterday, and it will be fun and easy again today.
That's right, Elena. Today we are going to talk about a very common and very important question in English. What did you do yesterday? It's a question you will hear and use almost every day.
Exactly. And to help you master the answer, we have prepared 10 different simple stories. Each story will show you how to use the past simple tense to describe a different kind of day. We want to give you lots of examples.
And remember, when we talk about yesterday or any finished time in the past, we use past simple verbs. These are words like woke up, went, played, watched, and cooked.
Hmm? We will also look at how to use didn't to make negative sentences and how to use did to ask questions. It's a full lesson on the past simple. Are you ready?
Great. Yesterday we had many different days. Let's listen to our stories and learn together. Let's begin with our first story. In this story, yesterday was a study day for me.
Okay, so this is Tom's study day yesterday story. Tell us about it, Tom. What did you do?
Well, yesterday I woke up at 7 a.m. The first thing I did was get out of bed and go to the kitchen. I made a hot cup of coffee to help me wake up.
A good start. Then you ate a simple breakfast, right?
Yes, I wasn't very hungry, so I ate some toast and a banana. After breakfast, I sat at my desk and I studied English for 2 hours.
What exactly did you study yesterday?
I studied grammar and vocabulary. Specifically, I reviewed past tense verbs. I wrote 10 new words in my notebook and read them many times to remember them.
That's a great study method. Did you watch any videos yesterday?
Yes, I did. I found a useful video on YouTube about pronunciation. I watched the English video lesson and repeated the sentences out loud.
Excellent. So let's look at the verbs Tom used to describe his study day. He said woke up, made, ate, studied, wrote, read, watched, and repeated. All of these are past simple verbs. Some are regular, like studied, and some are irregular, like woke up.
Exactly. Now it's your turn to practice. Students, please repeat these sentences after me. I will leave a short pause for you. Yesterday, I studied English. I watched a video. I wrote new words.
Great job, everyone. Now for our second story. Yesterday was a busy workday for me.
Right, this was your workday yesterday story, so your day started early, right?
Yes, it did. Yesterday, I woke up at 6:30. I quickly ate breakfast, and then I went to work by bus because my car was at the garage.
Sounds busy. How long did you work yesterday?
I worked from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. It was a long day. I answered about 50 emails, talked to my team in a meeting, and finished 2 important reports.
Wow, did you have a break?
Yes, I did. I needed one. I had a short coffee break at 10:30. I drank a cup of coffee and ate a small snack.
And what did you do at lunchtime?
At lunchtime, I needed some fresh air, so I walked to a small cafe near my office. I ordered a sandwich and a salad, and I talked with my colleague about our plans for the weekend.
That sounds like a productive day. In this story, we heard many regular verbs. These verbs end with ed in the past simple. For example, worked, answered, cocked, finished, walked, and ordered.
That's right. Now, students, it is your turn to repeat. Yesterday, I worked. I answered emails. I walked to a cafe.
Fantastic. Let's move to our next story. In this one, yesterday was a home and cleaning day for Elena.
Yes, this was my cleaning day yesterday story. Sometimes you just have to do it.
I agree. So, what did you do yesterday morning at home?
Yesterday morning, I stayed at home. I decided it was time to clean. I cleaned the living room and the kitchen. I washed all the dirty dishes, and I vacuumed the floor.
Did you listen to music while you cleaned? I always find that helps.
Yes, I did. That's a great tip. I listened to some soft music on the radio. It made the cleaning feel easier and more fun.
After you cleaned, what did you do? Did you relax?
Of course. I sat on my clean sofa, drank a big glass of water, and rested for about 20 minutes. I felt very satisfied.
Let's review the verbs: stayed, cleaned, washed, vacuumed, listened, sat, drank, and rested. A good mix of regular and irregular verbs there.
Okay, listeners, your turn to practice. You can say, yesterday I cleaned my house. I washed the dishes. I listened to music and rested. Well done. Now, Tom, it's your turn again. Let's hear your relaxing park day yesterday story.
Happily. So, yesterday I didn't work. I had a free day, and the weather was beautiful.
Nice. What did you do with your free day?
In the morning, I walked to a big park near my house. I didn't take much with me. I just took a bottle of water and my book.
Did you run or only walk?
I only walked. I wanted to relax. I walked slowly and looked at the beautiful trees and flowers. Then I found a nice, quiet spot and I sat on a bench and read my book for 1 hour.
That sounds lovely. Did you meet anyone in the park?
Yes, I met an old friend by chance. We were very surprised to see each other. We talked for a few minutes and then we took a short walk together. It was a nice surprise.
How wonderful. So in this relaxing story, we heard the verbs walked, took, looked, sat, read, met, and talked.
Now, it's your turn to repeat, students. Yesterday, I walked in the park. I sat on a bench. I read a book and met a friend. Excellent work. Our next story is from Elena. It's about a city and shopping day.
That's right. Yesterday, I went to the city center. I had two missions. I wanted to buy some new clothes for myself and a birthday present for my sister.
How did you go to the city?
I took the train. It's easier than driving and finding parking. The train ride was fast and easy.
Though, tell us, what did you buy?
First, I walked into a clothing store I like. I tried on 2 shirts and 1 dress. In the end, I bought the dress because it looked very nice and was very comfortable.
Great. And what about the present for your sister?
After that, I went to a small bookshop. My sister loves reading. I chose a history book for her and bought it.
Did you eat anything in the city? All that shopping can make you hungry.
Yes, I did. I ate a sandwich and drank a small coffee in a little cafe. It was a nice break. Then I went back home.
The verbs in this story were went, wanted, took, walked, tried on, bought, chose, ate, and drank. So many irregular verbs.
Yes, many important ones to learn. Students, you can say, yesterday I went to the city. I bought clothes. I ate in a cafe. You're doing great. Now we listen to Tom's Gym and Health Day yesterday story.
Yes, yesterday I decided to focus on my health. So in the morning, I went to the gym.
Good for you. What did you do at the gym?
I ran on the treadmill for 20 minutes to warm up. Then I lifted some light weights, and finally, I did some stretching exercises.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did. After the gym, I felt strong and happy. I drank a full bottle of water and ate a small healthy snack.
That's the best feeling. Did you sleep well after this gym day?
Yes, I slept very well. My body was tired but relaxed. It was a good kind of tired.
Let's list the verbs from that healthy day. Decided, went, ran, lifted, did, felt, drank, ate, slept. Another great list.
Time for practice. Students, repeat. Yesterday, I went to the gym. I ran and lifted weights. I felt good and slept well. Moving on. In the next story, the weather was not so nice.
No, it wasn't. This was my rainy stay-at-home day yesterday story. Yesterday, it rained all day long. The sky was gray and it was cold outside.
So, did you go outside at all?
No, I didn't. It was the perfect day to stay inside my cozy apartment. I cooked a big pot of warm vegetable soup and I baked some chocolate chip cookies. The apartment smelled wonderful.
That sounds delicious. What did you do after cooking?
I watched a funny movie on my laptop. After the movie, I called my mother on the phone and we talked for about 30 minutes.
Did you study any English on your rainy day?
Yes, I did. In the evening, I listened to an English podcast and I read a few pages of my English book. It was a very quiet and relaxing day.
The verbs in this cozy story were rained, was, stayed, cooked, baked, watched, called, talked, listened, and read.
Students, let's try these sentences. Yesterday, it rained. I stayed at home. I cooked soup and watched a movie. Fantastic. Now, Tom, after a quiet day in, your next story is more social. This is your friend's evening yesterday story.
Yes, it is. Yesterday evening, I met two of my good friends at a restaurant downtown.
What time did you meet them?
We met at 7 p.m. We sat at a nice table near the window and we ordered pizza and a big salad to share.
It's always nice to catch up with friends. What did you talk about?
We talked about everything. We talked about our jobs, our families, and our dreams for future travel. We laughed a lot and took some funny photos together.
It sounds like a fun evening. Did you stay late?
No, we didn't. We all had work the next day. We left the restaurant at 9:30. I walked home because it was a beautiful evening, and I went to bed at 10:30.
Okay, the verbs from Tom's social evening were met, sat, ordered, talked, laughed, took, left, walked, and went.
Okay, everyone, let's practice. Repeat after me. Yesterday, I met my friends. We ate together. We talked and laughed. Here's a very different kind of day. This is my technology-free yesterday story. Yesterday, I decided not to use my phone very much. I didn't check social media, and I didn't watch any videos on my phone.
Oh, that sounds very healthy and peaceful. What did you do instead?
In the morning, I read a paper book, a real book. In the afternoon, I walked in my neighborhood and just looked at the houses and the gardens.
That's interesting. Did you listen to music on your walk?
No, I didn't. I left my headphones at home. I listened to the birds and the other sounds of the street. It was very calming.
And in the evening, did you watch TV?
No, I didn't watch TV either. I played a board game with my family. We laughed a lot and had a really good time together.
This story is a great example of negative sentences. Tom said, I didn't check social media and I didn't watch videos. The verbs we heard were decided, read, walked, looked, listened, played, laughed, and had.
Okay, everyone, let's practice the negative form. Repeat after me. Yesterday, I didn't use my phone. I read a book and played a game.
Perfect. We have reached our final story, number 10. This is an IELTS practice day for me. This is for all our students who are preparing for the exam.
Yes, a very important story. What did you do, Elena?
Yesterday, I prepared for the IELTS exam. In the morning, I did a full listening practice test.
How long did it take?
It took about 30 minutes. After I finished, I checked my answers carefully and I wrote my score in a notebook to track my progress.
That's smart. What did you do next?
I practiced speaking. I answered typical Part 1 questions like, what did you do yesterday? And what did you do last weekend? I recorded my answers on my phone so I could listen to them later.
An excellent technique. Did you also read something?
Yes, I did. I read a short article about travel, a common IELTS topic, and I underlined all the new words I found.
And in the evening, did you study more?
Just a little writing practice. In the evening, I wrote a short paragraph about my day. I tried to use many past simple verbs. Then I felt I did enough and I went to bed early.
The verbs in this final story were prepared, did, took, checked, wrote, practiced, answered, recorded, read, underlined, and went.
Time to practice, everyone. Yesterday, I prepared for IELTS. I did a test, practiced speaking, and wrote a paragraph.
Now that we have heard all 10 stories, let's have a quick grammar and pronunciation recap.
First, pronunciation. For regular verbs in the past, the ed ending can have 3 different sounds. The first sound is t, like a T. This happens after unvoiced sounds like P, K, S, CH, SH.
Right. For example, we say watched, walked, finished. Can you hear the t sound? Watched, walked.
The second sound is d, like a D. This is after voiced sounds like L, V, N, B, or vowel sounds. For example, cleaned, answered, ordered, listened. The end sound is
And the third sound is id. It sounds like an extra syllable, id. We use this sound when the verb ends in a T or D sound already. For example, wanted, decided, repeated.
That's a very important tip for sounding more natural. Now, let's remember the grammar rules. For positive sentences, we used past forms. I worked, I watched, I went, I studied.
For negative sentences, we used did not or didn't plus the base form of the verb. Remember, the verb does not change. For example, I didn't work, I didn't watch TV, I didn't go out. A common mistake is to say I didn't went. The correct form is I didn't go.
Exactly. And for questions, we started with did. Did you study yesterday? Did you go to the gym? Again, the main verb stays in the base form. Did you study? Not did you studied.
Now it is your turn to answer. We will ask you some questions about your yesterday. Please answer out loud. We will leave a 10-second pause for you to think and speak. First question. What did you do yesterday morning?
Okay, next question. What did you do yesterday afternoon?
And the last question. What did you do yesterday evening?
Great work. You can use any of our ideas from today's episode. You studied English, worked, cleaned, went to the park, went shopping, went to the gym, stayed at home, met friends, or prepared for IELTS.
Friends, thank you so much for joining us today at English and IELTS Mastery Hub.
You did an amazing job practicing What Did You Do Yesterday with so many different stories. The more you practice, the more confident you will become.
If you found this lesson helpful, please take a moment to like this episode, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
And we would love to hear from you. Please write a comment below this episode. Start your sentence with yesterday I and finish it with your own story in the past simple. We will read every comment.
We really can't wait to read about your yesterday.
Until next time, keep practicing and stay motivated. See you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.